Speaking of an incredible musical ear, one of my favorite waltzes, my favorite 3/4 time songs is "Let an Old Racehorse Run," and my producer did a little digging and found that your uncle Ron Simmons is a songwriter and wrote that song. Is that the case?
Yes, Ron Simons. He unfortunately went with the good
Simons.
Lord a couple of years ago, but he had written some incredibly, incredibly talented. My uncle had written so many incredible songs back in the day. I know he had written songs for Alison Krauss, Kristen Gale, Johnny Cash's younger brother. I've still been trying to dive into all of the songs he has written and pitched to people. So I will definitely have to check out that song that you mentioned because I've had some people reach out to me and inform me of songs that he has dabbled with and sent to people. So I have to look that one up. But he's always been one of my he was one of my biggest supporters. And just from a very young age, I got started singing when I was 4. And my mom said she would remember when I was a little girl and I just run around my mom's house and sing and whatnot just for fun. My Uncle Ronnie had looked at my mom and was like, I'm telling you now that that girl has talent. That girl can sing. And I'm not just saying that. Like, there's something about her. So I always appreciate all of his kind words and the lessons he taught me before he did pass.
Well, he's definitely true about your vocals. You're super powerful vocalist. So did you two ever get to collaborate on writing a song?
We never got to really collaborate on a song per se. So growing up in my childhood, he actually spent a lot of his time in Maryland. That's where he had lived. And then he also did have like um, what's the word? Just a secondary home that was located in Virginia.
Hmm.
And whenever he'd come in throughout the year, I'd get to visit with him a couple of times. But mainly during my childhood, that was before, of course, when he had passed, that was before I got into like songwriting and really starting to play instruments and take my singing seriously in a
Mhm.
career. He had passed a couple of years ago, and during that time period, I had yet to really dive into songwriting and dive into music playing. That is, I mean, I did songs and I did shows and everything like that, but I didn't do my own material at the time. But he actually did gift me a guitar, and I still have it to this day. I actually have it um, just put in a safe place because I just don't want anything to happen to it. But I wish during that time, I wish I was born a little bit earlier so that I could have gotten to
Hmm.
just listen to him and all of his stories and just helpful advice when it came to music.
I wonder if it may still be possible for you to collaborate, even if you have access to all his stuff. If maybe if you could get some of his notes or something, you could kind of finish an unwritten song or something. That would be pretty neat.
Yeah, I've actually thought about that. A lot of my family that were back in Maryland, that were like his immediate family and close with him and whatnot in that state, they actually do have quite a bit of his instruments, his songs, his recordings, everything like that. So I'll have to reach out to them and just us spend time together and just reminisce on my uncle.